Hi, welcome to Meet an FCMC. My name is Rahi Tajzada, CMC, and today it is my pleasure to introduce you to the lovely Dominique Dennery, FCMC, who is a fluently bilingual facilitator, consultant, speaker, and coach with nearly 30 years of experience helping organizations and individuals navigate change, build resilience, and thrive in challenging environments. As founder and president of Dennery Resources, Inc., and the Obsidian Leadership Development Center. She specializes in leadership development, equity, anti racism, and culturally responsive coaching for Black and racialized leaders. She is known for facilitating honest conversations that empower teams, improve workplace wellness, and foster inclusion, as well as being an accomplished sculptor, documentary narrator, and work in exhibited that has been exhibited in Canada and abroad. But there's more than just that. She has helped CMC Canada's Eastern Ontario chapter, if I'm not mistaken. She has volunteered her time. She has spent time to improve both the conditions for CMCs and the knowledge and the education of CMCs. Mademoiselle Dennery, it is a pleasure to have you here today.
Well, thank you so much. It is a pleasure to be here. And I'm hoping the connection will hold because it's going yellow.
Oh my, okay, yes, modern technology. So, what makes an FCMC stand apart in the consulting world?
The FCMC is someone who gives back. So I think there's a lot of excellent CMCs, and that's what CMC is about, setting standards. For the FCMC, it's also definitely a standard and being a thought leader, but it's also someone who is involved in the profession. So you're there for the next generation. So you're looking at ways in which you can support through mentoring and coaching, helping people navigate the space. When people ask you for help, you're there. If you need to be presenting something on a committee or giving a course, short notice because someone can't, we're there to really help other CMCs and the profession as a whole, and give back. So when you're ready to do that, it's you're ready to be a FCMC.
So, if I've earned my CMC recently and I can muster a few hours every week, perhaps, what advice do you have for CMCs that are looking to, work their way towards earning the fellowship?
What is most useful, in my view, is going to events online. You have a busy life, then don't necessarily go in person if you can't, although that's great. But online events, online training, online get-togethers, sharing of information will really open your horizon. Every time I've been on a panel for CMC and asked to speak, I'm also listening to what other speakers are saying and learning so much, then connecting with them on studies they're doing or other involvements they have in the community, and you're enriched by that. So if you really fully participate, then you'll get a lot back. And as you continue doing that, then you will find people who will want to nominate you for the FCMC.
So, how has the FCMC contributed to your career success?
I would say the enrichment, definitely. Being an FCMC means you get tapped on the shoulders more to do more. And so even at the end of a career, it's really wonderful to still learn, like some of the work they've done in AI and cybersecurity. And you need to know what's going on in any work that you do. The other thing that I find being an FCMC can bring is a sense of recognition, being recognized by your peers as someone who has contributed in your profession, as well as the other parts of the nurturing of the next generation. And it feels good to be part of this fellowship. Sometimes the folks that are there can also provide you with great advice and ideas. I've started this nonprofit you mentioned, Obsidian Leadership Development Center, And I have gone to some folks who have experience with boards, volunteer boards, when I started to have some snags there, or you can get a lot of support and advice. You don't want to abuse it, but you certainly have a distinguished list of people in all aspects of our profession, which are very, very varied and diverse, uh, provide you with ideas, or just go for a coffee and say you're not alone when something happens. So I think it's a lovely sisterhood, brotherhood, fellowship.
Fellowship, quite literally. I have to admit that when I first was introduced to CMCs in general in 2017, 2018, I didn't know who they were until I did, and once I did, it just made perfect sense. Of course, we should have a regulatory body and a ethical code. But then I found very quickly, as you're alluding to, the best business advisors that I could have as a consultant myself are
Exactly.
CMCs and then FCMCs. Big shout out to the late, great Bob Coffey, FCMC, who was one of my personal mentors. I can't tell you how much I learned from him and how much of his experience and his expertise um, he was able to extract meaningful insights that would help me in my career. It's one thing to share anecdotes. It's another thing to extract insights that can be used by others and apply them, you know.
I've
Uh,
also had an opportunity to see other FCMCs or CMCs, I guess. Then we both became FCMC in one case. Sandy Moyer of GGI, Goss Gilroy International, is someone I have a lot of admiration for. And we decided to work together. She says, I won't go into this job. It was, oh, anyway, Phoenix related. Some people will know what that is. Quite a bond, a problem. And if you don't come for the HR side, for the psychological, safety, for supporting the people in speaking their truth to power and etc. And I said, well, I wouldn't go in without your evaluation background and your deep knowledge of audits and evaluations and workplace assessments and all of that. And I'm bringing the facilitation, the writing as well, the analysis, the writing. Anyway, together we created something that people still refer to this day. And this is two CMCs who then became FCMCs. So it's also very good for your own business to
I
make
can't
sure.
agree more. I mean, when you're looking for excellence and expertise, when you're looking for the combination, this is just my humble opinion. If you're looking for, as a business owner myself, expertise, education, experience, and professionalism, and an ethical code. As you
Yep.
say, speak honesty and truth to power. You
Mhm.
go after a CMC.
Yeah.
If you want someone to pat you on the back and collect checks from you every day, you can get a regular consultant. They'll be happy to do it and keep you as a client forever. Uh, but if you want the best of the best CMCs, and if you want the best of them FCMC, like Dominique Dennery, it's been a pleasure to share your thoughts today. I really appreciate your time. And I would love to do this again. So we're gonna have to come back, and I'd
Yes.
love to learn more and ask more, deep dive questions, especially about your background and career. But today has been
Well,
great.
thank you
Thank you
for
very much.
having me. It's beautiful to have an opportunity to reflect on some of the questions that you were asking. So I'm grateful for our chat.
Pleasure's mine. Have a lovely day.
You too. Take care.